Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to some questions. This is going to be part of the 8-pen questions and 20 preferences and a whole boatload of pen, ink, and paper questions. So, I haven't quite decided how I want to answer these. So I'm just going to read to you what I have. And I will answer them in a written portion. How's that? Okay. I don't know how many questions there are. 8 to see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Okay, there's 53 questions-ish. Okay, the first question is, when and how did your fountain pen, ink, and paper stationery journey begin? When I was about 8 or 9, I was gifted one of those, a book, a journal. I think it was from the 99-cent store. But back then, it was a really nice book. And I kept it on my shelf, thinking that one day I will get to use this book. One day it will be useful. One day, needless to say, I don't know where that book is. It still hasn't been used. So, it's been a long time. In the 1990s, I'll say. When did I start liking fountain pens? In 2018, I started writing a journal. I bought myself a journal from the 99-cent store, and I was using a Pilot G2. And my husband at the time bought me a fountain pen set. It was a broad edge calligraphy set, and it's been a whirlwind ever since. Ink. So the inks that came with that set were quickly went through. I went through them very quickly, and then I watched Chris Sines in 2019, because it was right at the end of 2018 when I had discovered fountain pens. And I quickly went through the cartridges and started looking up replacements, and then I started YouTubing how to get replacement cartridges. And I was like, they have bottles of this stuff? Oh, you can refill them? So I discovered one of Chris Sines' first videos, and she's the one that got me interested in doing ink and ink reviews. So 2019. Number 2. What are your fountain pen inks? What were your fountain pen inks in the beginning? In the beginning, they were cartridges from a brand called Manuscript. Let's see. 3. How have your ink and pen taste changed over time? Well, the first pen was kind of this isn't my thing. And then I learned about flex writing, and the Noodler's Conrad was one of my first pens. And I decided right then and there that this is what I was good at. And so they really haven't changed. I have bought other pens, but 9 times out of 10, I just bought them to be cool or to get a review out of them, thinking that maybe I could earn some viewership. But you know what? Viewership comes with a little bit of annoyance. If you are not moving forward in your wants to be, I guess the word is more famous, then you have to be slightly annoying to get other people to watch you. You have to insert your own abilities while somebody else is live, because then other people will see this, and then they will come to your channel and they'll be like, oh, look at this person, they can do this really cool thing. So I've slowed down. I have very much slowed down the buying phase. Okay, number 4. Now that I have a good idea of the things that I want and need, I try not to buy as many things. Number 4. Are there inks and pens that you have yet to try but would like to? So I have tried a good chunk of pens. I have been gracefully loaned a couple of pens that I would not have tried. I have been to pen shows where I have tried hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different pens. And I guess that are there inks and pens that you have tried? Are there any inks that pens that you haven't tried that you would like to? There are a couple of brands that I would like to try. I would like to try a Scribo Flex pen. Inks wise, I have a whole ink list. Let's see. Oh, someone write me. Oh, one of my pills is done. Good. Inks. Inks I want to try. Pens I want. So, one of the pens that I want is a Noodler's Conrad, but it's in the Hudson Bay Blue. And if anybody has one, I'll gladly pay quadruple whatever they cost now. So, and then I'd like a Metropolitan and a King Philip Requiem. As for inks, Aurora Purple, Caran d'Ache, Hypnotic Turquoise, Caran d'Ache, Vibrant Green, Caran d'Ache Electric Orange, Colorverse Crystal Planet, Colorverse Opportunity, Diatramentus Fragrance Mimosa Violet, Diatramentus Standard Carmine Red, Diamine Arctic Blue. I think I've actually done Arctic Blue. Let me see if I have or not. I've done Arctic Blast, but not Arctic Blue. Where am I? Arctic Blue. Diamine Golden Ivy. Diamine Jack and John Frost. Diamine Wild Strawberry. Jacobet Emerald. Encre Laurie Sauvage. Kiwi Inks Fairy Dust. Kiwi Inks Haunted Forest. Kiwi Quetzalcoatl, Pelican Edelstein Aquamarine, Venvistas Arancio, Venvistas Mushio, Waringal King Lear, Waringal Metamorphosis, Waringal Pride and Prejudice, Waringal The Great Gatsby. I think I've done The Great Gatsby. If I haven't, it's coming up. I haven't, but I know it's over there somewhere. And Waringal Wayfair. Okay. Five. What is your Holy Grail pen? It's called... Well, my original Grail pen is a Noodler's Conrad. Hudson Bay Blue. It's no longer being made. If anybody has one, hi Alex, how are you? If anybody has a Hudson Bay Blue, I will pay slightly large amounts of money for it. So if you know anybody who has one, I will take out a credit card. Okay, number 6. How many pens do you currently own? Oh God, do we have to do this? Too many. I own too many pens. I have 4 48 pen cases. Alexa, what is 4 times 48?
4 times 48 is 192.
192 plus 4 times 10, that's 42. 42 plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 20. 30, 11, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 32 plus 5 plus, oh gosh damn it, 12 and I have all of these. I don't even know how many is in here. 2, 5, 10, 12, 12, 13, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 4, 46, 48, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 60, 62, 64, 68, 60, 68, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 81, 82, 84, 84, plus, I don't even know. I have too many pens. Okay, there's just too many. If there's too many to count, there's too many. Okay, so like, don't ask. Hi Rahul, how are you? You're not alone with stuff. I don't know what that means. Okay, 7. Several questions ago. Do you have a limit on pens or ink? No. As long as I have room to put things, I will probably consume things. Consequently, what would you do if another pen or ink came along? Well, pens and inks come along all the time, but if I wanted it really badly, if it's an ink, I would buy 3 samples before a bottle. And for pens, I would have to see it in person. Before buying it, because I'm done with the experimental I'm done with the experimental part of my fountain pen learning. 9. Do you have any different uses for different pens? Well, this is a pencil. This is also a pencil. This is a pencil. This is also a pencil. So this one is usually when I'm writing notes. This one is when I want bold writing. This one is for doing lines for letters. So that's just my pencils. I have my Pilot Petite one, which does bold writing. I have my Pilot Friction my Pilot Vanishing Point for when I want it itty bitty writing. I have my Pilot Frictions so that I can erase them. And then I have dot markers for making dots. I have flexible pens so I can do calligraphy. So many, many, many uses. Ten. Do you have different uses for... Oh, wait a minute. Ten. Sorry. Blonde moment. How do you choose the inks and pens you want to use? When I'm doing currently inked, last year, I just inked different inks and different pens. This year, I'm choosing some of my favorite inks to go in my currently inked, and I am using my pensive pen Serendipity with a Yovo broad nib to do the ink reviews, and also the daily pages in my Hobonichi. So, and it also gives me a good idea what the ink is going to look like. What was the question? How do you choose the inks and pens you want to use? I try and put the same hue of ink in the pen, because if I can have the pens and ink match, then I won't have to wonder what color is in it. Unless I don't have any pens in that hue, and then it goes in either a silver, a black, or a transparent. I don't have a transparent here today, but... Hi, Eric. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? Number 11. What pen do you prefer for longer writing sessions? An erasable one. But if it's a fountain pen, I prefer ones that are like not cloggy. If that makes sense. I like good flow pens. Sometimes, if I can modify a pen to make it work for me, then I will do it. The Lamy Safari and Vista are perfect examples of this. If you didn't know this, the feed comes out in two parts. So if I have a stubborn ink, I will put it with the middle bit of the feed taken out. But if it's like a very flowy ink, I will put the middle of the feed back in. And if I have a very, very stubborn ink, I will put it in a Noodler's Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib and a Fountain Pen Revolution feed. The feeds in the Fountain Pen Revolution are wider than the ones in the Conrad. So if I can modify a pen to fit the ink, excellent. What is your all-time favorite pen? That's a very difficult question. I really like my Noodler's pens. With an Ultraflex nib. That's my #1 favorite pen. Okay, the next one is number 13. Number 13 is, if you have to choose one nib size, which would it be? Flex. If I couldn't flex it, it would be a broad. Number 14. What is your favorite nib grind? No grind. I don't do fancy grinds. If I had to do like a modification of a nib, it would be to smooth it. Okay, number 15. If you could only use one ink for the rest of your life, what would it be? So, if I could, I would have Pelikan Edelstein Golden Barrel. I love that ink. I'm so sad that it's like gone, but that is my #1 favorite ink so far, anyway. Number 16. What is an absolute deal breaker for you for a pen for ink? The #1 deal breaker for me is doesn't flow. I can deal with scratchy. I can deal with skipping. I mean, I can deal with scratchy, and I can deal with pretty much anything else. But if an ink won't flow out of the pen, that's the worst. Number 17, sorry. What is one pen everyone should have? Hands down, the TWSBI Swipe. I don't know if they made I don't know why they changed it, but the Swipe used to come with a piston, a cartridge converter. I don't know why they don't now, but like this was probably the best TWSBI pen because the grip section is round and you can disassemble everything with your hands. You don't need any special tools, and it's a very smooth writer. The clip is the only downfall, and I don't clip my pens to anything, so I wish they made a transparent one. That would be cool. Okay. Number 18. What was your first ink? Monteverde Valentine Red. And then my most current ink. The most current ink that I got from the OC Pen Club was Jacobin Kainai de Nepal, but I've already had that one, so I won't write that down. Number 19. Questions, comments? Okay. Number 19. What is your current favorite ink? My current favorite ink is... Let's take a peek through my bullet journal. My current favorite ink is Colorverse Christmas Star. It's got some beautiful shading, and it's kind of got that, it kind of satisfies that Pelikan Edelstein Golden Barrel look. Everything else is just kind of whatever. This one was kind of crazy. This is Birmingham Interstellar Bronze. That would be kind of my favorite sheening ink because I could touch it and move. I can move my finger over it, and it doesn't smear and it doesn't transfer. So that's a good one. What's this? Poseidon. That looks kind of cool. I mean, nothing else is jumping out. There was an orange one a couple days ago. This one, Colorverse Ori, was kind of good. Not the best, but... And then yesterday's Austral was kind of cool. I did not like this yellow one at all. Today's is kind of nice. It's got shimmer and sheen in it. But I think that my current most favorite is Colorverse Christmas Star. And Birmingham Pen Company. Interstellar Bronze. Number 20. Yeah, it doesn't smear either. It's nice. I like it. Number 20. What is your least favorite ink? Oh, God. Any ink that bleeds through the page. This Hobonichi has been probably of the worst as of recently because I've had to do so many tip-ins. Ugh. Any ink that bleeds. Any inks that bleeds through Tomoe River. 21. Do you have a specific ink for a specific pen? Yes, I do put my Pelikan Edelstein Apatite in my Leonardo Memento Magical Esmeralda. I love that combination. It's probably of the best combinations I've ever had. So, if you have an Esmeralda and Pelican Edelstein Apatite, give it a go. Alright, 22. How do you choose inks to use? I review a different ink every day. And I don't choose. Alright, there's the answers to those. Next. Where am I? 23. 23. What is your least favorite ink property? Oh dear. My favorite ink property is shimmer. My least is bleed through. Number 24. What is your favorite bottle shape? Oh, I never thought about that before. Where is it? I know you're in here. There you are. So this is Private Reserve Velvet Black. And this is McCaffrey's Dip Pen ink. And, oh god, muscles go. My favorite shape is where it's got a huge wide opening so that you can get your pen in there. And a wide base so you can't tip it over. Noodlers is fine, but their inks tend to bleed and ghost. Not my favorite. Okay, number 25. What is your grail ink? So I did an ink review not too long ago. There was this ink. It was like a blue base with like a green sheen and gold shimmer. That was one of the craziest inks I think I've ever seen. Because if you put on the ink heavy enough, it kind of looked like a rainbow. But I don't think I have a grail ink at the moment. Let's see. Oh, I lied. One of my most favorite inks that I got to try at the very beginning of my where's my eraser? I have one. There you are. One of my favorite inks in the very beginning was an ink called Blue Snowball Nebula Twinkle. And one of my subscribers told me that they were going to send it to me, and then they never did, and I wanted to cry. So, Blue Snowball Nebula Twinkle. It was like a dark blue ink, and had silver shimmer, and when you wrote with it, it looked like silver shimmer. It was really pretty. Okay, 26. Which writing pen do you recommend? I just got a bottle of Diamine Celadon Cat. Can't wait to try it. Nice. Which writing pen do you recommend? Are they spill friendly?
This is a reminder. 6 p.m.
Like this kind of a pad? Or like a writing pad? A desk pad? This one. Okay, so I don't even know if this has a name. It's got inches on one side, and it's got centimeters on the back. And I can spill pretty much anything on it. And it wipes right up. Let's see, do I have any inks that I can demonstrate? This is Noodler's Navajo Turquoise. I don't know what this is called, but like, I can make a mess. You live in Texas. Do you have Walmart? Of course you have Walmart. I'm using Walmart branded toilet paper. The strong stuff. I usually just wipe it around. That gets it up so far. And then I go in with Walmart butt wipes. Great value wipes. And give it a wipe. Maybe use a couple of them. And I've had this one for a while. And they wipe up pretty good. I mean, I don't think I'd spill a Bay State Blue on it, but you know. I wish that they would make like a Bay State White. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, questions. Where am I? Okay. We're in number 26. What is number 26? 26 is, what is your least favorite paper to use? 26. What is my favorite paper to use? This here is CVS Caliber filler paper. They also make notebooks. They also make the 3x5 cards that I always use in my reviews. The only thing that they do not do well is the envelopes. They do not do envelopes well because they get them from the United States. So if it says anywhere but the United States for the envelopes, they might be good. So CVS Caliber, and then my least is Mead. I hate Mead. It's the worst. It's just the absolute worst. Don't bother going to Walmart around, you know, back to school season. Oh, it's 25 cents. What do you want for 25 cents? you're gonna get a fart in a whirlwind. Might as well use toilet paper. It will bleed right through the page, right onto your desk. It's the worst. Okay, number 27. Number 27 is, what is your favorite rule to use? Plain, dot grid, graph, or lined? So, I like dot grid and lined. So, if I'm using a notebook, this is the Hobonichi Techo Cousin, and it uses this grid paper, which I hate, because it's 3.7 millimeters. Well, you couldn't go up 2/10 of a meter and make it 4 millimeters. Stupid. And like, there's all this space down here at the bottom always. I'm like, what are you doing? Just give me that little extra space so that I can have 4 millimeter dot grid or 5 millimeter dot grid or grid paper. Let's see. And this here is wide rule and college rule. I don't use anything else. Number 28. And when I don't have lines, I'm going to show you what happens when I don't have lines. Do you see how chaotic my lines are? Okay, they're not that bad, but they kind of do this thing. They start off fine, and then they start to get wigglier and wigglier, so I need guidelines. It's important. Otherwise, my writing gets crazy. Okay, number 28. What do you primarily use your paper for? Journaling, planning, or art? Mostly planning and journaling. I also use it for reviewing and then art. I do the occasional art, and by art I mean like calligraphy or pictures or, things like that. 29. What is your ideal amount of paper you would like to have in a notebook? So, it really depends on the notebook. Archer and Olive does 160 GSM, 190 pages, which is a lot of paper. And it's like it's almost perfect. If it had 200 pieces of paper, I feel like my inner compulsion would be met. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have a little bit of obsessiveness when it comes to odd number things. I'm like, why is it an odd number? I don't understand. Don't do it to me. I'm too little. So, 29. What is the ideal amount of paper? So, about 200 sheets. That's 400 pages. Front and back. 160 GSM. Okay, number 30. Do you travel with your notebooks? I only travel with one of my notebooks. my Hobonichi weeks. And then if I know that I'm going to travel, my traveler's notebook. If and when I know I'm going to travel, I will throw this in my bag. And also I will throw this in there like that. And then I will have my planner and some extra pages for doing whatever in. Okay, number 31. Wow, I can't believe we're all the way to 31. What is your favorite binding? Stitch, glue, ring, spiral, or pad? I am going to add loose leaf. So when I am doing my weekly journal, I love using loose leaf paper because I can move it. I don't have to worry about it taking up space. And when I'm done with it, I just chuck it in the effort bucket. So, but if I had to have one, I guess I would prefer that it was stitched. Okay, number 32. How often do you use your paper? Every day. Even days where I'm so busy and I can't write or journal, I always come back right after I'm done taking my shower and I journal about my day. I write down where I went, what I ate, and usually what's going on in the house because I live in a crazy house. So, alright, number 33. What is your grail paper? Archer Olive 160 GSM notebook paper. I love the 300-pound. I'm sorry, 160 GSM paper. Only got a couple of questions left to go. Number 34. Flat tops or cigar shape? It doesn't matter. I don't care about those types of things. It doesn't matter. $35. Gold or silver trims? I mean, it doesn't matter. Not to me, anyway. Number 36. Posted or unposted? Unposted. Number 37. Cartridge converter or internal fillers? That would be like a piston. So I prefer a piston. Number 38. Bottled or samples? Bottle, I'm going to go and also say bottled samples or cartridges. And I would have to say bottle. But second is samples. I hate cartridges, except for the Pilot cartridges. They hold the most ink for the Pilot pens. Number 39 questions. Okay. Number 39. Subtle or flashy? Flashy. Number 40. Ink window or no ink window? Hands down, ink window. 41. Twist cap or snap cap? I think a snap cap. Number 42. Gold nibs or steel nibs? So I think I have more steel nibs, but I like both. 43. Basic nib grind or specialty custom grind? Basic. 44. Planner or journaler? Ooh. Journaler. Need a sip. Okay. Number 45. Old Tomoe River or Sands in Tomoe River? Hands down, Old Tomoe River. 46. Soft or stiff gold nibs? Soft. 47. Shade, sheen, or shimmer? Shimmer. 48. Brand names or custom makers? Brand names. 49. Limited editions or standard editions? I mean, considering I only have 2 limited edition things in my whole collection, I think. No, 3. I have 1 limited edition ink pen and 1 limited edition paper item, which would be my traveler's notebook. So, other than that, I would say standard. Number 50. New pens or old pens? New pens. I love my old pens, but I don't have very many of them. I have 4 out of like hundreds you've seen. Demonstrators or non-demonstrators? Demonstrators, 51. And 52. Pen and ink matching or doesn't matter? Totally matching. And the last question is 53. Vintage or modern? MIP, modern. Okay, well, those are all of the questions that so far that I have been able to find online. I've left all of the questions in the comment section below if you would like to answer these questions if you make a response video, let me know in the comment section below, and I will put your name in the description for a shout out. So, I hope you learned a little bit about me. Maybe tell me a little bit about you in the comment section below. That's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my members, Cynthia, Rahul, Wolfkate Witch, Arcboy, Vermilion T, Simply Obs, Lynette, and Wumble Bumblebee. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. Don't forget to join the Discord. And if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Pen Boutique or Atlas Stationers, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount, and I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. That just leaves me to say, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. And I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, bye.